Stress comes in many forms. There are normal and predictable stressors, such as a new job, getting married, or unemployment. There are sudden stressors, such as disasters, domestic violence, or death. There is some stress that is simply irritating, and other life stress that just continues to build up. The first step in managing your stress is to understand stress in general, then consider how you react to your life stressors. Stress can be described sort of like a formula. The formula factors in what has happened, in addition to your reaction to it, plus the resources you have to deal with that stressor. Resources could include time, money, your family and friends who support you, and your skills in coping with the situation. Depending on how long the stress goes on and what you do to manage the stress, completes the picture of how you deal with it and how the stress factors affect your life. In Rubin Hill's stress model, A represents the stressful event that disrupts a family's equilibrium. This could include divorce, illness, financial hardship, or any other sudden event. Families then desire to reestablish equilibrium through coping mechanisms. B represents family resources, such as social support through friends, families, churches, or other resources. C represents the family's perception of the stressor. In other words, if the family views the event positively or constructively, they are more likely to deal with the situation better, whereas families who dwell on the negative impact of the stressor will have a more difficult time coping. The X factor is the family crisis. The degree of the crisis depends on how the family deals with the stressful event. Everyone manages stress differently. How do you manage? Do you focus on the situation and determine a way to change it, accept it, or deal with it? For example, if your teenager has decided to get a tattoo and you object, how do you react? Throw them out of the house? Withhold love? Stop talking to them? Offer to pay for removal? Tell them how you feel and accept them for who they are? Ignore it and hope it won't happen again? Some things you just cannot change. A car that's wrecked can be fixed, or a kitchen stove that catches fire can be repaired. You must then consider what resources you have to manage it, who is around you can talk with and think things through. What is your first reaction? After your initial reaction, then are you able to develop a plan to move forward, or does the stress immobilize you? Here are some ways people cope with day-to-day stress. Deny there is a problem. Take a vacation and run away. Drink in excess. Experiment with different drugs to remove the pain. Lash out at others, hoping it will help you feel better. These options may end up hurting yourself or hurting others. And escaping through books, vacations, or changed relationships help for a while, but the underlying issue may not have changed. Other ways to manage day-to-day stress may include 1. Stop, breathe, find a quiet spot, think, meditate and develop a plan. Write down the plan and start taking action that you can live with. 2. Find an outlet like music, stretching, reading, or talking to others. Think through it. Make a plan for how you will move forward. 3. One of the most difficult but useful actions when others are involved is to forgive someone who has deeply hurt you. Continuing to keep negative feelings, however, is exhausting. Try writing down how you feel. Reread what you wrote a few days later. Sometimes in writing a letter, the letter is never sent, but it's a way to organize how you feel. Forgiving has been shown to lead to healing and peace of mind. If nothing seems to work, additional help may be needed. Seek out a trained professional who can talk through issues and develop a plan. Often, an unrelated person who has learned techniques to help people reflect and consider other points of view is helpful.